At the beginning of the war, most infantry soldiers were equipped with bolt-action rifles. These rifles fired a single round at a time. After each shot, the bolt had to be manually opened and closed. They were accurate, reliable, and powerful, but relatively slow to operate compared to later weapons. Common bolt-action rifles included Lee-Enfield Mk3 and No. 4, used by British and Commonwealth troops. Known for a high rate of fire and 10-round magazine. Springfield Model 1903, the standard issue rifle for many U.S. troops in the early war years. Mosin-Nagant M91/30, rugged and reliable, this was the workhorse of the Soviet Red Army. The Axis powers had their own. Karabiner 98K, the standard German rifle. Renowned for its accuracy and durability. Arisaka Type 99 and Type 38, used by Japanese forces. Long, powerful rifles with bayonet compatibility. Carcano Modello 1891, Italy's primary bolt-action rifle, in use since the First World War. The Second World War saw a wide range of infantry weapons being developed and used across multiple theaters. From the trenches of Europe to the jungles of the Pacific, soldiers relied on a mix of old and new technology. In this video, we're going to explore the different types of infantry weapons used in World War II, looking at their development, usage, and impact on the battlefield. As the war progressed, the need for faster-firing weapons became obvious. Enter semi-automatic rifles. These weapons used gas operation to automatically cycle the bolt, allowing a shot to be fired with every trigger pull, no manual action needed. Notable examples. M1 Garand, the primary U.S. service rifle, praised by General Patton as the greatest battle implement ever devised. M1 Carbine, lighter and used by support troops, officers, and paratroopers. SVT-40, issued to Soviet troops, though less common than the Mosin-Nagant. Gur 43, Germany's semi-automatic rifle, issued later in the war. These rifles gave soldiers a major advantage in rate of fire, especially in close and mid-range engagements. Machine guns dominated World War II just as they had in World War I, but with important innovations. There were two main types. Heavy machine guns, HMGs mounted, belt-fed weapons used in defensive positions. Light machine guns, LMGs portable, typically magazine-fed, designed to move with infantry units. Key machine guns included MG42, Germany, infamous for its extremely high rate of fire, 1,200 to 1,500 rounds per minute. It earned the nickname Hitler's Buzzsaw. DP-28, USSR, a drum-fed LMG, simple and dependable with a large pan magazine. Bren Gun, Britain, accurate and stable, it had a top-mounted magazine and was based on a Czech design. Browning Automatic Rifle, BAR, USA, provided suppressing fire for advancing troops. These weapons redefined squad-level tactics and turned individual soldiers into mobile firepower platforms. Designed to fire pistol ammunition at short ranges, submachine guns, SMGs, became key weapons in urban and close-quarters fighting. Popular models included Thompson SMG, also known as the Tommy gun, used by US and British troops. It was reliable but expensive to manufacture. STEN gun, Britain's answer to the high cost of the Thompson. Crude but cheap, often used by resistance fighters. PPSH-41, the Soviet Union's iconic SMG, with a 71-round drum magazine and incredibly high rate of fire. MP-40, used extensively by German forces. Compact and efficient with a 32-round magazine. These weapons made trench clearing, house-to-house fighting, and guerrilla warfare far more lethal. Late in the war, Germany introduced a revolutionary weapon, the STG-44, Sturmgewehr 44. Also known as the MP-44, it was the world's first true assault rifle, a hybrid between a rifle and a submachine gun. It fired a mid-range 7.92 by 33 mm Kurs round and could be switched between semi and full automatic fire. Though deployed in limited numbers, the STG-44 laid the groundwork for the post-war era of assault rifles, most notably inspiring the AK-47. Handguns were rarely used in full-scale battle, but they were standard issue for officers, tank crews, airmen, paratroopers. While not very accurate, they were easy to carry and sometimes useful in desperate situations. Common sidearms included M1911, USA, a .45 caliber pistol, reliable and powerful. Walther P38 and Luger P08, Germany, both popular, the Luger especially prized as a war trophy. Webley Mark VI and Enfield No. 2, UK, sturdy revolvers used throughout the Commonwealth. TT-33 Tokarev, USSR, fast-firing Soviet pistol, inspired by Browning designs. Nambu Type 14, Japan, lightweight but had reliability issues. Flamethrowers returned in World War II, primarily as tools for clearing bunkers and trenches. U.S. Marines used them effectively in the Pacific Theater to flush out Japanese soldiers from caves and pillboxes. Though terrifying, flamethrowers had limited range and left the operator vulnerable. Still, their psychological impact was undeniable. No infantry kit was complete without hand grenades. These compact explosives came in different forms. Fragmentation grenades, used to kill enemy troops with shrapnel. Smoke grenades, to create cover or signal positions. Tear gas grenades, used for clearing rooms or dispersing enemy troops. The Molotov cocktail, an improvised incendiary device, was used effectively by Finnish troops against Soviet tanks during the Winter War. Grenades could be hand-thrown or launched from rifles, giving infantry flexible firepower in a small package. Tanks were dominant on World War II battlefields, but infantry needed a way to fight back. Enter portable anti-tank weapons. These rocket-propelled launchers gave ground troops a fighting chance. Bazooka, used by U.S. forces. It could penetrate most medium-armored tanks. Panzerschreck, Germany's answer, with greater armor-piercing capability. These shoulder-fired launchers changed how infantry confronted armored vehicles, making them essential to any frontline squad. From bolt-action rifles to flamethrowers, the infantry weapons of World War II were as varied as the terrain and soldiers who carried them. Each weapon tells a story of engineering, of necessity, and of survival in the bloodiest conflict of the 20th century.